My name is Keo Nozari. I'm originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota, land of Prince, now in New York City in East Village. Well, my debut album is called Late Night VIP. I wanted to do a real combination of things. I wanted it to be kind of fluffy and fun and dancey, but also wanted to explore like questions that we ask ourselves in the nighttime. Insecurities we might have, or, questions about sex, different things that might be on your mind when you're lying in bed like, I can't sleep. It is difficult to be so personal at times because you're really out there. I remember the first time I heard Close Enough on the radio. My reaction to hearing it was a lot different than I thought. Like, I was genuinely freaked out because I felt so vulnerable and exposed that, like, this song, which was so personal, was suddenly exposed to the world. The clubs and the bars and the people around me influenced me. But I try to take an aspect of the underground or what's going on and try to make it accessible to a larger audience. I was playing the different gigs around New York City largely for a gay audience. I was working on Close Enough, and a trance DJ in Florida fell in love with him. His name's Noel Sanger. He wanted to do a remix of it. The trance mix of Close Enough exploded in the straight trance scene. So actually my first sort of, initial cheerleaders of my recorded work was the straight trance community. So in terms of where the club scene is going, I think that at one point it was much more unified, and now I see it sort of breaking out, and it's kind of good. Like, it's much more diverse, I think, in terms of what it offers. You could still have the big club experience or the circuit experience, bar lounge kind of thing, hip-hop clubs. I think back, like, in the 80s, there seemed to be much more of a unity. It's really funny to listen to 80s stuff, like Relax by Frank Goes to Hollywood. Like, you're a kid, no idea what he's talking about, and now you're like, oh wow. So I started DJing in part to hear my own stuff out and see what it sounded like in a club environment. So that was part of why I started DJing, and then it became something different. You're forced to be really current, and it's kind of been a blessing in a way because you're listening to new beats or new sounds or things you might not listen to regularly, but you're kind of saying, what's new, what's hot, and it really keeps you on top of your game. There is a certain aspect to DJing that you're protected because the audience is there and they're dancing and having a good time, but it's not as intimate as when you're singing a song about your life and the audience is right there and there's people in the front row, and you're saying stuff and feeling very exposed and vulnerable. We have, some breakout TV shows where you have, gay characters. We have Brokeback Mountain in the movies, and some real, gay stories that have reached the mainstream. And, we've had some gay performers, like Melissa and Katie Lang and Elton John, but I don't know, like, they're out there, but there's an element missing in terms of them really being out there. It's different in, like, the UK, where, the winner of I think it's called American Idol over there, Will Young, he's, openly gay from right after he won the competition. He came out, and he's been very successful over there. A lot of examples of gay artists in the European market, and we don't really have that here yet. I have a bachelor's in music from NYU. I've been studying piano since I was 5, and I'm terrible at piano. I studied voice from like the 9th grade and then through college. So yeah, I have a really strong, solid music background. It's amazing. A $100,000 studio is now a little program on your computer. The knowledge of the hardware is really important, and it's really helpful because you know what you're doing, in terms of this knob does this, and it definitely helps you understand the process better. Hi, I'm Keo Nozari. You're watching New Now Next. Hi, I'm Keo Nozari. Stay tuned for New Now Next. Hi, I'm Keo Nozari. Next up, my video, Close Enough. Hi, I'm Keo Nozari. Next up, my video for Question of Monogamy. Hi, I'm Keo Nozari. Find out about me and other new artists on logoonline.com. Hi, I'm Keo Nozari. You're watching New Now Next on Logo. Hi, I'm Keo Nozari. You're watching Logo.